Yo, 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 what's good, YouTube? You already know, man. It's your boy, LaRon, female rapper, lead back with another video. Yo, please make sure that you come in. Please come in, thumbs up the video. Please make sure that you subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notifications, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time that I go live. So listen, I wanted to come talk about what's going on. Cardi B, she had a little interview with Jason Lee on Revolt, and then also the Stephen A. Beyonce, not Beyonce comment in regards to Rihanna on the Super Bowl. So I definitely want to come talk about that. So yo, please make sure that you come in, thumbs up the video, hit the bell notification and hit all notifications, so you know each and every time I go live. So I want to know your opinions in the comments. I know some of y'all definitely seen that interview, so let me know what you thought about the interview. I did make a few notes that I wanted to read about the interview, but yeah, this video is not going to be too long, but I just wanted to pretty much just come and get this out. And yeah, give me 1 second. Let me go to my, because I was typing up some emails, you know what I'm saying? So what's up, Crafty Queen? Stop hating. I'm sure Rihanna will kill her performance. Let's just wish her the best and keep pushing. Some men are always starting the drama. So that's if so. Let's see. I don't like how Miranda said, I don't like how people are always comparing Rihanna and Beyonce. They're both beautiful, amazing, talented artists. Let's support both of them. People need to stop pinning them against each other. Okay. Miranda, I understand what you mean, but I want to say this, and I think it's wrong for people to come down on I personally think that it's wrong for people to come down on Stephen H because I mean, isn't that within his field? He does commentary, and I feel like we all lose the point of like we can't really be true to who it is that we really are. And I feel like my channel is the truth to who I am. Some people may think that I'm pitting somebody against each other, but in all reality, it could just be my scope and it's my lens through it's my opinion and my approach through my being. So Stephen H, I just think what he said, maybe he should have said that in a different medium. He should have said that on TV so people could see and hear what he said. But especially the type of position that he has, he should have probably been a little wiser. But I don't think there's anything wrong with what he said. So I don't think that he should be ridiculed or no, I don't think he should. It's just an opinion. You understand what I'm saying? That's just strictly what it is to me. So I ain't look too deep into that. What's up, Latoya? So yeah, please come in and support the channel. I really want to know what y'all thought about Cardi B on, on the Revolt. And listen, see, you got to realize that story time. What type of child was you? Did you listen when people really told the stories? And I can't bring it up on the screen, but Cardi B definitely revealed to Jason Lee that she didn't even know that is Cardi B, am I confused, or did Cardi B say that she didn't know that she was pregnant? By the time she knew she was pregnant, she knew she was having a girl. And hold on, let me go to Google because I'm not a specialist in that. How many months to determine baby sex? By week 14. 4 times 4 is 16. So she was like 3 months. She had to be like 3 months or some change. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what they said. So if you have a prenatal blood to 11 weeks. So, I mean, that's a lot of touring. That's a lot of, I don't know what she was consuming, but it's looking like 3 months. 4 times, that's 12 weeks. Somebody saying 12, 11 weeks, what I'm saying on here. So, damn. Let me tell you this. Some people don't know what's going on in their body. Somebody told me that that their parent didn't know that they were, they didn't know, their parent didn't know that they were with child. Hold on a second. Yeah, so listen, y'all, this your boy LaRon, female rapidly. Let's go into a quick song real quick. You know what I'm saying? Check my new song out, Best Me. It came out in July, but this is my new song. I wrote that shit. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what you think about it. I'm going to be right back.
Exit 6. LaRon. Best Me. Yeah. Let's go. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. Yo, I face myself in verses. They just okay with verses. I want the best me, so I figured I'd create the version. With bald tires, y'all liars, and them lanes just swerving. My wordplay be perfect placement. I know it makes you nervous. Couldn't pay my mom's back, even with the latest purses. You prayed away them curses. All them days you stayed in churches. Your little boys, I know you hated how we played the cursing. That rap music drawn fluence and it plays its purpose. Enriched our lives, never basic when these raps will surface. I know how to rank you for it. I love you and I thank you for it. Mommy, you give us your last. I'm putting you first. I'm sorry for the things we did that caused you to hurt. It go. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Them people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. Yo, a prized possession, but not picture perfect. I give advice over our meals because I think you're worth it. I'm flawed like your name when I write it out in cursive. I know my angels lurking, even if I ain't attend your surface. Help me complete my purpose, keep me safe from them jealous ones that can't tell us none. Haters be like them broke hitters with that dirt weed who can't sell us none. Rap game, everybody wanna deal. What the hell is this, a sale or something? The way they ride them waves, gonna mess around and get a sale or something. Defeating all my weaknesses, I don't even know what week it is, but the best is yet to come. I know it's hard for you to see it big. The hurt and loss and trauma is still strengthening up my armor. It's still people wishing me bad. I know they still getting that karma. Listen, I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'm coming for everything. I put that on everything. You deserve the better things. I deserve the better things. When they go against us, then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you. I'ma be the best me is all I gotta do. I'ma be the best me. I deserve the best things. I don't need no sympathy. People gon' remember me when they bet against me. Then people gonna lose. I'ma be the best me, but what I gotta prove? I'ma be the best me. You deserve the best things. Call before your jet leaves. All the ones in memory. We can feel your energy. We send our love to you.
We send our love to you. I said, we send our love to you. We send our love to you. I said, we send our love to you. We send our love to you. We send our love to you. So listen, let's just jump straight into it, in regards to this. Wait, where do I want to go first? Give me a second. Give me a second. I want to see something. Because I'm definitely not playing no audio, no video from that shit. So let me just pre the neighborhood talk real quick. Did you guys listen, Cardi B is so predictable. Did you sense anything in her interview where you could tell that she wanted to, you could tell she's trying to, she wants to be posted by the Shade Room again? Now all of a sudden she's grown up, and it's so crazy to me that if you're not able to sit back and see what I'm talking about, that Cardi B values a blog, but you won't. She said she was going through so much back in 2019, and all that other shit, but never about any of the things that she's done to people. It's always about just fixing relationships that are beneficial to her, as far as the blogs, and now that I really sat back and I understood and I watched this interview just with the things that Jason Lee was saying, you know what it is that I really felt about the interview with Jason Lee and Cardi? It was almost like that he was trying to speak for her. It was like he was just trying to talk for her, because I don't know if he felt I don't know. But all I felt like he was doing the whole interview was just blowing smoke up her ass. And it was just ugh. Um, hold on a second. Let me bring this forward. Let me see if they had anything on here, any tidbits from the thing I could play. Definitely not playing that. Kim Kardashian purchased a cross necklace from. You see, I'm telling you, somewhere in the world, that commentary that people been doing, because I told y'all that one boy said that shit to me when he was talking about, oh, Kim Kardashian is on the same level as Princess Diana, and wherever he heard that from, he must have heard it somewhere, and they got her really thinking that shit. So now she purchasing Princess Diana cross, whatever. So let me see if there's anything else on there before. So Stephen A apologizes for about his comments about Rihanna. So let me ask y'all this in the comments. So Miranda, and I want you to be honest, be bold. Don't think about how I feel. But I don't think that there's. I feel like what Stephen did. Maybe he shouldn't have done something like that, especially with the size of a platform. But I don't think there's anything wrong with what he did. Maybe that I think that is his true emotions. Now you might listen. I think anybody know if you really know me and you've been on this channel for a while, you know that I like Beyonce, and you know that back in the day with that whole Beehive and Navy shit, I was definitely on Beyonce's side. Like, come on, the talent just don't match up. Let's keep it real. Savage Fenty aside, let's not fool ourselves, baby. Let's not. Let's not do that. See, you know what it is that I noticed back in the day, and you had to be a fly on the wall for this too. Back in the day, Rihanna was able, when she was making that music the way that she was a little bit younger than Beyonce. And what it was is, if do you remember when Rihanna, she tried to be so cool and she would smoke weed and she was just like the cool one. Beyonce was like the business and freaky for my man type, freakum dress like type of girl. She wasn't like Rihanna. How many girls? I want to ask you this question. How many girls do you know right now who has a tattoo between the titties under the part, just like Rihanna did it? She was influential. Don't stop. Like she was. So people like that cool edgy side of Rihanna. Yeah, they love that side of her. So I don't know. Hold on. That's the same thing. Nicki isn't Cardi B. The fuck. Yeah, but completely, different leagues. It's so crazy. Today, you have personal marks when you have you have personal marks when you have a business in regards to how much money you want to make. And today I was just like, you know what? I really didn't reach my personal goal that I wanted. And then guess what? I was away from my phone. I went back to my phone. Shit, I had over $200. It's like, it's just the way that it works. It just works like that. I'm telling you, it shit is so crazy. So never give up on your dreams and what you want. As long as you constantly putting that energy out there for you to be able to receive, you will receive. I promise you, you will. Yep. So what's up, Shayla? Rihanna is likable, but I personally never seen her as talented. Yeah, I used to say that Rihanna was a pop gimmick with a vocal limit. That's what I used to say when they would argue, because they will only argue about stats between her singles going number one over Beyonce. Yeah, the singles did good, but Beyonce albums sold. Like, let's be clear, it's a difference between a single seller and an album seller. Like, Rihanna has on a worldwide impact. She did good worldwide, like as far as like units, but like her albums, it wasn't like touching Beyonce numbers ever. That's never even been a debate, like, at all. Now, number one single, she up there, number one singles. She ain't sold no albums, nowhere near like that. No, not in my opinion, and not based on Rihanna got them all back when that Disturbia and all of that shit. Yeah, she got some hits, but one thing I love about Beyonce, see, I don't care what nobody say, they all sub each other, but they do it in a classy way. And then all of a sudden, you have Beyonce in an interview talking about, yeah, I don't do music that's not true to my creed, and Jay taught me this, and whatever the case may be. So I'm not gonna do. Beyonce did not participate in that dance era. She did not. Not dance, should I say EDM. She did not participate in the EDM era at all. Truth is, Rihanna does have more hits than Beyonce. I mean, that depends on who you're talking to. And you know what? I don't think Rihanna has more hits than Beyonce. Name all of Rihanna hits and name the hits, because you may not be aware of some Beyonce songs, because you might be. I would be interested to see what your list of Rihanna hits versus Beyonce hits is, though. So me personally, I don't think there's anything wrong with what Stephen H said. So let's just play this, because I'm not gonna play his audio from that show.
First take, and I saw some headline that's circulating all over the place about my quote that Rihanna ain't Beyonce. See, I'm gonna own it.
Bring it on to me. Bring it on to me.
I know what y'all trying to do, but I'm gonna own it because I get paid to speak for a living, so I need to be more
careful. Man, own it. See, the thing is that these people, they get up on these pulpit pimps. They get up in these on these. You know what it is? I think they hear our YouTube channels and they so jealous that they just can't be free. They want freedom, but they can't, because they live in those prisons of, they got to say what's right. And I don't think there's anything wrong with Stephen H say, because there are people who know that. Come on, there's people who know that Nicki is years above Cardi. And this is why this whole interview with her and Jason Lee was just so fictitious. It was just like, it pained me to see them really make it seem as though that she was such, like, he even says something. See, a lot of y'all might look at things and just be like, oh, he's saying that and whatever. I remember when Jason Lee said to Cardi in the interview, not to just go into that real quick, but I do want to just say it because it's on my mind. But he said something to her like, oh, I got you booked. And, I remember you did the show and I told you did good and you didn't even say nothing. Yeah, because she don't believe that she's supposed to be here, baby. She know this whole shit. She don't believe it. It's certain things that people do that will let you know that they don't believe in themselves. Anyway, so yeah, I had to do that little reference in regards to, listen, let's keep this shit real. Everybody knows that there's a difference. Rihanna is a great businesswoman. Great. She has a lot of hits. She has a lot of good feel-good songs, especially that, oh, baby, tell me what's on your mind. And I've been wondering what's on your mind. I just want to be in your possession. When she said that shit, don't quit. Don't it. I'm on it. I'm going to stop when you want it. You own it. Yeah, she hit it on that one. She hit the home run on that. Yeah, Rihanna definitely got some hits, but Beyonce got hits too. So don't play in them comments, Ari. Really not feeling that. Really, really, really not. What's up, Tamira? Shout out to you for making my intro.
How many times I got to let y'all bitches know I'm why so many bitches wanna take my flow? I'm too hot, too dope, flow like that pink Chris and mimosa. Who the fuck doper? Niggas wanna run up in my spots and
Thank you. It was easy execution with you. I promise you. I was talking to her about like an intro. I told her what I wanted and she made it come to life like easily. It wasn't even no back and forth. It was just like, I told her what I wanted, what vocals I wanted, what song I wanted. She just put it and it's like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. You know what I mean? So listen, yeah, this Rihanna, Stephen Anus. Let's just continue.
Careful. I want Rihanna to know
What you want
you're
to
a
know?
superstar. Just
Ghetto superstar. That is what you are. Come on, you know that she is, but just own up to what you said and just ride that shit out. Like,
sensational. You're spectacular. You're no joke. And you are a worthy person to be doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
he just know that he ain't gonna get that. Baby, it's you. Come on, baby, it's you. Come on, baby, it's you. He just know that we not about to get that. You know what I'm saying? We about to get some. And you know exactly what you I'm not hating. You know exactly what to do. Look at I just run back to you. Come on, you listen. You already know what Beyonce set that shit the fuck out when she did the fucking Crazy in Love and she pushed her arm out and she walked out, nigga. She came for blood on that shit. Is you crazy? Like, stop playing these reindeer games. Christmas been gone. New Year's, what, 18 days in? Still getting a little far away from that.
Having said all of that, I was answering the question from Sherry Shepherd, who took over the Wendy Williams show and now got her own thing going, and I'm very proud of her.
And now you want to blame Sherry. Now you want to blame Sherry.
She asked me with a bunch of sisters in the audience what she asked me. Now, I'm a Beyonce fan.
Yeah.
I think that Beyonce is not only a phenomenal performer, the phenomenal performer.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
And the only reason any kind of comparison came into play, I just got out of a First Take and I saw some headline that's circulating all over the place about is because Beyonce performed at halftime of the Super Bowl, not just by herself, but one separate Super Bowl performance with Bruno Mars and Coldplay. And I thought those were two of the greatest shows that I've ever seen. So what I'm saying is anybody has to measure up to that.
Blood clotting. See, then people don't realize. I remember who did the Super Bowl. Who did the Super Bowl? And Lady Gaga was like, she better be singing live. And I even thought that was a little vain because it was like, mind your fucking business, because they give you Grammys every year just for showing up. Like, shut up. That's like your little biscuit. No, she gets a Grammy every year. Every year you can count on her getting some sort of song. I guarantee you they're gonna they're gonna have something happen with her song Bloody Marys. For some reason, her fans is buying into this Bloody Mary shit from this old Born This Way album. They're now streaming it and trying to get it up. They released the radio. It's like, go to fucking bed. Shit's old. Let the shit do the TikTok wave and die out. But it's like she's trying to push it now. I guess, maybe she's trying to make this new wave of artists promoting old songs. I mean, I would totally love Nicki to come out with a video for Save Me. What if Nicki came out with Save Me and pushed it now? It wouldn't make no sense, but I would love to see a video for Save Me. That would be dope. I would love to see a video for Here I Am, because it would be dope to see how she could kind of like fuck with how she was right in it in that moment and compare it to now. Yeah. Stephen A.
Last year with Snoop and Dre and Mary J and Eminem, I was like, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Coldplay, big time. They got to measure up to that.
Yeah.
Anybody who does Super Bowl or Super Bowl halftime show, forever I'm going to say Beyonce, Bruno Mars, Coldplay, and then Beyonce by themselves. Michael Jackson could still be alive, and I would say it's got to measure up to that. Eminem, who's one of my favorites, I would say that about him. Coldplay, when they talked about Coldplay initially for the Super Bowl, I was like, not enough. That can't measure up to Beyonce and Bruno Mars. It's because Beyonce performed at halftime of the Super Bowl, not just by herself, or Bruno Mars by himself, or Beyonce by herself. I've always said that. I meant it as no disrespect to Rihanna. I know she's phenomenal, and she's my sister. Nothing but love for her. But Beyonce is my sister too. I got love for both of them. I just think that Beyonce is the greatest performer out there today.
Right.
That's me.
Hold on. And there's nothing. I just want to make this clear. It's nothing wrong with what he said. Like, stop trying to condemn him just because he didn't say. I feel like there's nothing wrong with what he said. And that shit is true. Come on. I know a lot of people like Rihanna. I know y'all do. But, like, come on. Like, stop. In regards to stage show, like, I really had Rihanna fans who, for some reason, when I started like going to the shows, to going to Beyonce shows, and some of my friends would come with me, they'd be like, yo, I ain't never seen a show like, they were like, I'm not saying this to pit them apart, but it's a difference with these two artists. Like, stop trying to play these games. You know that it is. You know it is. I didn't expect Rihanna to do great at Super Bowl. I think she is excited. It's good to see her. I want to see her do all of her old hits. I think that'll be really dope. I'm not expecting a vocal wowness, but I'm pretty sure she's gonna work on something to like bring something forward. You know, so I expect that. I expect the optics to be good to, even if her voice ain't strong, then she's gonna make it appear a way to where it is good. So I think Rihanna is gonna do good, for sure. That ain't no kin to him. So let's see. Now he just lying. All right.
Or Bruno Mars by himself, or Beyonce by herself. I've always said that. I meant it as no disrespect to Rihanna. I know she's phenomenal, and she's my sister. Nothing but love for her. But Beyonce is my sister too. I got love for both of them. I just think that Beyonce is the greatest performer.
I know this of motherhood.
All right, so we definitely gonna play that. So let me know what you think in the comments in regards to that. Was this where Young Miami said that she wanted to interview? She said she wanted to interview Cardi. Hold on. But anyway, my opinion on that is like, see, these networks and these things, you got to pay close attention to it. Cardi B and Jason Lee had doing that interview on Revolt. It's like, why did y'all do an interview on Revolt for? It's like, you have your own platform, but Revolt is going to get a different type of push through YouTube based on their ads and whatever the hell they run on it. But yeah, let me see. Let me bring up my things that I jotted down. Give me a second. Hold up. All right. Shit. Yeah. So let me see. She said she wanted to interview Beyonce as well. Yeah. So good luck. Good luck. See, Young Miami is positioned and she taking this shit to the head. It's like, that's amazing that a person has the ability to interview people and shit like that. But for me, hold on, what's this? Oh no, I'm not really interested in that. We seen that earlier when I was on here. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say about the Stephen A situation. There's nothing wrong with having an opinion. We all have opinions. If you go through YouTube and see all through these different channels that talk about celebrity news, celebrity gossip and shit like that, we all have different opinions. I don't think there's anything wrong with what he said. Maybe he shouldn't have done it because, it's different levels to this shit. I think people will be really mad, right? Let me say this. Would you be really mad? Like, say for instance, say you like we're following a blogger for a while, right? And then they got a position on Fox or whatever to do the same type of thing, but you could tell they was holding back. Of course, you can't say certain shit in certain places. Like, do you think that if I say for an example, I got some sort of deal with Complex and they wanted me to do blogging, do you think that they would let me go over there and just go in and say what I really felt like Cardi B 100% through their fucking algorithms and shit like that? No, because that would be bad for business for them because they wouldn't get any more exclusives or whatever. The record label would probably it would just be an issue and I would probably get fired. I'm telling you, it wouldn't work. So you gotta so what I'm saying is I think people should switch it up when they go to different type of mediums. When they're in different mediums, you can't bring that same type of energy everywhere. So many people just want to keep it real everywhere. And I understand that, but it's a way that you got to go about it. He shouldn't have did that on national TV. I don't think he should did that. That should have been like a conversation he had with somebody at brunch or something on his level. He shouldn't have participated in that, in my opinion. But I don't think there's anything wrong with what he did at the same time. So Rihanna has songs for the Super Bowl, but I think people will appreciate something new. What you think she gonna do? Yeah, she definitely gonna do that. Yeah, she's gonna do We Found Love. I definitely think she's gonna do Shine Bright Like a Diamond. Her discography is gonna be jumping on the streams, everything. Her shit is about to go up. You think Rihanna coming with a new album soon? I don't know about wait. I'll wait. So I feel like it was unnecessary because Beyonce has done a halftime show before. If you feel like she's the greatest performer every year, that's your business. Don't tear down the next person. But listen, Zen D-Lo, are you the same fan that's on these other channels and stuff contributing to these conversations about female rappers and what you think about them? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like his approach is anywhere different than what we probably say on these channels. I hear different people. I think we're all entitled to our opinion. I feel like once you contribute to, like, doing music or doing anything on a major level, on a mainstream level, you put it out there for critique. So people then, not only nowadays with social media, when people are following profiles and stuff, now not only are people into listening to the music, they're into your life as well. So I mean, you really can't blame people. It just is what it is. Unfortunately, it just is what it is, in my opinion. Rihanna is gonna need some guests to help her. No shade. Yellow diamonds. Doom, doom. Rihanna kind of thick now too. For that We Found Love, I mean, she could still kill it thick though too, I think. But for We Found Love, she gonna have to, because she gonna try to jump up and all of that. I don't know. She might lose breath. You gotta be honest on a live show like that. You can't do all that extra shit. But Beyonce sung live. Remember, they tried to hate on her when she was at the inauguration, and they tried to like say that was it the inauguration where Beyonce sung? Well, yeah, and they tried to say that she wasn't singing live, but she had to do something based off of was it the weather or something? She didn't want her performance to be sacrificed. So she sung it live, recorded it, and then she just kind of like went over it. She should bring back out Nicki and Eminem. But what song would Nicki and Rihanna do that's popular enough on that level? I think that Fly was a good song, but I don't think it was, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if they could perform that. They could do Fly. I don't know. I don't feel like that would be good on a bigger scale for that. And that's just my opinion. I like that song, but you know what? Maybe it is. I like Fly, but I'm not a huge. I don't know. Does Fly do really well? I mean, put me on. Put me on. Guess who you just is Lamborghini strawberry kiwi. Fashion week in Paris was nice. Every designer had my So listen, while I got this up here, let me get that down. Please, 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 please. I appreciate all of y'all who support me, because for real, like, that's why I was like, I'm not even posting my Cash App or nothing, posting my website. Please make sure that you check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. Google it, cookieconfidant.com. Check out my website. I appreciate the people. You know what's so crazy, right? I don't think people realize, but even visiting your website, you help it, because it's like you help the SEO, because it all helps each other. Even if you don't check out, I appreciate the people who even go and just look, because what you do is you increase and you help the site as far as like just reach or whatever. So shout out to the people who support, offering 15% off right now, free shipping on all orders. So check it out and get yourself some gourmet cookies. Baked fresh every day, never frozen, no preservatives, gourmet shit. So it's like, yeah, please support. And I appreciate all of y'all who have already supported me. So yeah, cookieconfidant.com. Let's see. Fly is definitely good music. I think it's good, but I don't know if that would be good on I don't know if it would be. I don't know if. Do you think Fly was big enough to do on the Super Bowl? Do you think people will get it when you do the Super Bowl and a person is doing a song? You want them to do a song that people know like massively. Do you think Fly was like that? We Found Love, Diamonds, Umbrella, Fly, Fly, and Love the Way You Lie. No, you know damn well she ain't doing no Love the Way You Lie on the Super Bowl to Myra. Let's think. Rihanna, this is a chance to have and be in front of millions. What other songs? If Rihanna, if she did Love the Way You Lie, she would do, what would she do in that place? Where have you been all my life? That would be my battle song against your thought about Love the Way You Lie. She would do that over that. Where have you been all my life? That makes more sense. Mm-hmm. Even I don't think cake is inappropriate. But you think she would do that? Boy, I know you like it. You think it's like it. Oh, make you my bitch. Cake. Oh, nah. What's my name? You ain't even mentioned that. Hey, boy, I really wanna be with you. Can we go down. Hey, boy, I really wanna be with you. Cause you just my type. Nah. Come on, I wanna run to take it over. Like if I want to get it over. Oh. She gonna kill that shit. If she do that song, she better do that song. Hey, boy, I really wanna be with you. Cause you're just my type. Hey, boy. I really wanna Yeah, that's hard. You ain't even mentioned that. Come on. What's up with your playlist? Come on. I want you to curate a proper set list. Something that's believable. Because we can't just be saying love the way you lie without even that song. And I'm not hating. You know exactly what to do. She ain't gonna do that because that song, even though that's a good song, it just doesn't make sense for the Super Bowl moment to bring Neo out and do all that. Nah, I don't know. That is a big song. I don't know. That might be huge for her catalog. Oh. What else could Rihanna do? That's like I feel like you asking for that song is kind of like asking for her to play that song. She gonna do I want you to stay. She gotta do a vocal performance. If she don't do that, she gotta do stay. But I feel like you wanting that song is kind of like me hoping that she performs. I didn't mean to end this life. I know that we know she ain't gonna play Man Down. She's not gonna do that. No damn. It don't make sense. Well, I put them behind bars. What started off as a simple altercation turns into a sticky situation. Be just thinking about the time that I'm wasting makes me wanna cry. That shit is hard, but she ain't gonna perform that. No matter how hot I think that is and how many dance moves she could do, that shit is not getting performed. It don't make sense. She doing worldwide hits at that motherfucker. Worldwide hits. Oh, nah. What's my name? Oh, nah. What's my name? Everybody wanna know. Yeah, that shit gonna go hard. What if she bring Drake out? Ooh, boy, I really wanna be with you, cause you just She'll be Rude Boy for sure. Oh yeah, Rude Boy. Come on, they ain't even talk about that. I'm chatbots. Tamara, she damn sure ain't doing no fly. I know we be having wishful thinking, but listen, let me bring up this audio real quick because I'm about to get up out of here. Bring up this audio. I really want to be with you because you're just my type. Ooh, nah. What's some other hot songs that Rihanna got that we skipped over? Somebody was like on Twitter, I hope Rihanna performs American Oxygen. Good fucking luck. I feel like we don't be being logical when we be wanting certain songs on set lists. For certain things, I could understand if it was a tour. For a tour, yeah, wish on it, you know. But that's the one thing I do like about Beyonce because you would forget about a song like "Why Don't You Love Me," and then when she put it on her tour, she'll make that shit electrical on some damn gospel shit and just kill it vocally and just the way that she ate that shit when she was on tour. She killed that shit. Beyonce will take an old song and reinvent it and just redo it and just have you stuck. Like, yeah, yeah. So let's see. Needed Me. Yeah, she ain't gonna. That's you think she would do Needed Me? You was just another nigga on the hit list. I don't feel like that would make sense for there. She's doing hits. She doing hits, and trust me, there's something about the way that makes me wanna sit with you. She gonna do that song for sure because that's one of her biggest songs. What was that one song? I want you to say, shine bright like a diamond, shine bright like a diamond, so shine bright tonight. Yeah, I like that song. She gonna do that. Um, what other song? Of course, that's like me wanting her to do hard. I'm so hard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. She ain't gonna, I don't think she gonna do that. Bitch better have my money. Hold up to me, I know what it is. Every time I drop, you think she gonna do that? That would make sense because it's hard. But how would she fit that in on that set list? What's Drake's song he got with Rihanna? I don't know. They could go many. They could go different ways. She definitely can't do BBH. What do that mean? All of the lights, all of the lights, all of the hell, fucking no. Crafty Queen, you think all of the lights? Wishful thinking, baby. She ain't gonna perform no damn all of the lights. Turn up the lights in there, baby. The Super Bowl ain't getting that, baby. That's like you want a little fire in the air. Hey, hey. And I don't even think she gonna do that. That don't even make sense. I don't want to hear that. I want to hear Rihanna. You had my heart and will never be worlds apart. Baby in magazines. Because you know I never always be your friend. I ain't put my thumbnail up. You could be my umbrella. Hello, hello. Hey, it's raining, raining. Ooh, baby, it's raining. Just like me in my mind, I could want that part and she gonna cut it off at that part. You ever get mad when you want them to sing a certain part and be like, you cut it because you couldn't sing it? Yeah, that's why you fucking did it. See, Beyonce, I used to be on her ass when I used to watch her live performances. When she first started performing, like I Care, I remember she had 2 Brooklyn dates back to back. Now, everybody knows if you know I Care by Beyonce, that part where she could do that part like the ooh, when she get to that part, right? I noticed that on one of the days she did her body in a way to where it was like she tried to go to that note, but she didn't do it 2 days in a row. But I would prefer her sing it. At least she kind of fronted. But if I was a fan of that, if I was there on that day, I would have been mad. Like, damn, you ain't hit that shit on that day. She tried to throw her hands up in the air. Because I guess Beyonce is professional enough to know that when her voice is going to catch it, when it's not. So I think that's God given talent. For sure. One of my friends used to tell me that Beyonce is so good musically because her voice literally can just go to any note. She was just like, she reads music. That's why she gets it like that. Um, I don't know. I feel like Renaissance is still underrated in a sense. Like I really do. Like I hear everybody bubbling about SZA. You know why I'm really happy about SZA? Because I felt like R&B was dead for the women. Because honestly, a lot of that little I don't want to talk about people and people who like Summer Walker or anything like that. But I just feel like Summer Walker is just kind of like she's kind of like just she is R&B, but she's like a subcategory of R&B. I feel like SZA is just better artist, better music, and I'm happy that another R&B girl is getting that shine right now because everybody thought Normani was going to be that girl, and no, it feels good to see that SZA is bubbling. Let the R&B girl get it. Let her get her shit off. Like, you know, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Hold on, let me bring this up real quick. Hold on. See, it's 10:21. Oh, I'm doing good. So it's 10:21. 10:30 is good. See, I still did really good because I feel like I talked about everything. Only thing I want to play now is this audio from Cardi B. I was really confused. Can I ask y'all this question? Did it sound like Cardi B didn't know that? But is that typical? I'm a man, so put me in my place because I want to know, ladies, in the comments. Put me in my place. Cardi said by the time she went to the doctors, by the way that I perceived what she said, and I'm saying maybe she's just a little slow and she don't realize she said it like that. Can I ask you, by the time that you realize what sex of the baby that you're having, is that a long time? Do you think, as a woman, is that a really long time? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or is that typical? You let me know in the comments. So I'm gonna bring this up because I'm not gonna play the audio. I'm not gonna play it visually. Just give me a second. Oh man, don't be mad at me. I don't love my. I'm another one had to say she keep calling me big, and my name is Jay Z. You on my dick. Gradually, I'm thinking, yo. All right, hold on, because it's right at 40 minutes. Because I made sure I made a note of it. I made sure I made a note of it. A note of it. Hold on.
Worked so hard and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what's gonna happen after this? I just had this feeling like it's going to be okay. And then, like, when I was to the doctors, it was like, you far along enough to know what the gender it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh, curiosity killed me. And
I realized, you know what's so crazy? When she said that, I wanted to know, was she slow for saying that? Because that was just a little bit too much information. Let me just bring that back again because I felt like I brung it up too close. Hold on.
Because I've already put in a request to interview him myself. Because I feel like I've been around him so much and so many times, and I've seen so much of the evolution that people have not acknowledged him for, that I want to spend that moment with him. So I agree with that. You're famous, rich, and married. Is it hard? I mean, it's not hard now because they don't need to slide in your DMs because they know you have a husband who will pull up. But when you look at the fact that you came into the game and didn't negotiate your career and having a family, are you proud of yourself for that?
I don't know, because it was just a feeling that I had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a feeling that I had. Like, I found out that I was, like, pregnant, like, at a point where me and Offset wasn't, like, on really good terms.
Both of the times she said she got pregnant, she wasn't on good terms with Offset. So that's what I picked up. And I just, just noted it mentally. She said that for both of her pregnancies. So both times they wasn't on good notes. But check out what she said after that. But what she said, like, I'm only going for what she said. She said it like,
we was just on really good terms, and I found out I was pregnant, and I was so scared. I was scared to tell Atlantic. I was scared to tell my team because we have.
She was so scared when she found out she got pregnant. She was scared to tell Atlantic. She was still scared to tell her team, and then she's gonna say when she went to the doctor.
Worked so hard. You didn't tell nobody. Yeah, but it's that I have worked so hard and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what's gonna happen after this? I just had this feeling it's going to be okay. And then, like, when I was to the doctors, it was like, you far along enough to know what the gender it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Damn.
Curiosity killed me. And then it's like, okay,
Listen, I can't blame nobody for not knowing what's going on with them, because shit, people die every day by not, addressing health ailments. But I don't know. Maybe it's really a rock star lifestyle. Maybe she just was really eating good and she didn't know. I mean, do you think I think it's possible for a person. It is possible. Obviously, I mean, what if she wasn't drinking, or what if she was just on the road and doing shit and she was just fucking with her boyfriend at the time, and she could have been pregnant. She could have been 11 weeks pregnant and didn't even know it. But with a lifestyle like with the music industry and on the road, shit, she was probably too busy getting wasted. She is full of shit. That is part of a lie. So you think somebody can be pregnant, or somebody can be pregnant, be with child to the point of having the baby, knowing the sex of the baby? How many weeks to know the sex? I'm going to Google that so I can get a direct answer. How many weeks to determine gender? Most doctors schedule an ultrasound at about 18 to 21 weeks, but the sex may be determined at the ultrasound as early as 14 weeks, they say. 14 weeks? Even pregnant, excuse me, she went 9 months all the way to labor through, she has stones or something. Now they have a bubble. 4 months too long. That's what I'm saying. Maybe she just, and you know what? I'll give her the benefit of a doubt because I don't want to believe that she's that slow because I believe that people, listen, people don't pay attention to their bodies like that. I just think that it's dangerous being in this type of industry. And if you are doing something like that and you are, drinking alcohol and shit like that, that can be harmful to a baby. But I don't know what she did. I'm just saying, based off of what I'm interpreting from this interview, at the time that she went to the doctors, hold on. Hold on, because before they lock my shit up, you know how when you be typing on your phone. All right. Let me bring it back again. They don't even slide in your DMs because they know you got a husband that'll pull up. Oh. He was kissing Cardi ass so much in this interview. He was kissing her ass. If blowing smoke up someone's ass was a emoji, it would be him in this interview.
No, because it was just a feeling that I had. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just a feeling that I had. Like, I found out that I was, like, pregnant, like, at a point where me and Offset wasn't, like, on really good terms. That, like, we was just on really good terms. And I found out I was pregnant. And I was so scared. I was scared to tell Atlantic. I was scared to tell my team because we have worked so hard. You didn't tell nobody. Yeah, like, but it's like I have worked so hard and everything, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like, what's gonna happen after this?
Cardi looked in this interview like, I can't say Cardi is not bad looking in this. You know, she definitely invested in her looks, but there's certain ways I'll be like, she look like a cute kitten, like cute kitty. They say, oh, like a cute kitten. I remember Lady LaShaw said that in the rhyme. She was like, when they see me, they like, oh, like a cute kitten. Cardi look like a little kitty. Little kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty.
Like,
what you felt?
It's going to be okay. And then, like, when I was to the doctors, it was like, you know, you far long enough to know what the gender it is. And I'm like, oh my gosh, curiosity killed me. And then it's like, okay, I want to know. And I found out it was a girl. And I was like, I always wanted to have a baby when I'm 25 years old. I was 25 years old, and I always wanted a girl. And I was like,
anyway, I felt like the interview was just full of shit. It was just a bunch of bullshit. It wasn't really talking about shit. You know what I'm saying? She got these niggas too cozy. She putting too much trust in these bloggers. I just don't get it with Cardi. Hold on. Let me see something. Hold on a second. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So boring. I'm sure she wanted to bring more. So what did I write in here? I forgot what I wrote something about the supermarket, but I don't remember what I wrote. And then I said the Hollywood Unlocked. He said Hollywood people think Hollywood Unlocked is Cardi Wood Unlocked, whatever. I said the energy was so fake and it's not even convincing when he tried to say that they don't get paid or the energy was definitely fake. Like damn well, I want to tell you something. At that point, I realized I want you to notice this in this relationship between Cardi B and Jason Lee. Jason Lee is invested into Cardi B. If you notice, he will have a problem with any bitch who has an issue with Cardi. If you notice, like come on, he's trying to orchestrate shit for her. Like he put her and Megan on the phone. Like he really trying to orchestrate this shit because he know that please. All right. And then he doesn't see her like how what did he say? He just was blowing smoke up her ass. What did he say? They're real friends. Um, and they fight, and I was just like, fight about what? Like, y'all don't even know each other, you're not related. He just blowing smoke. He just like want to be, he wants to be a fixture in like the Cardi B brand. So it's just like Jason Lee, like, you know how like Little Kim has certain people around her. So maybe these people, they try to like mm, they give her suggestions and she takes them. That's the only thing I could think is like, why do you need these people around you, certain people? um let's see. Oh, I said it was disgusting that Jason Lee wanted to talk for her, like trying to pump her head up to be this bad bitch. Yeah, it was just like he's trying to tell her like all these things, like, oh, you know, the numbers are up and this is this and this is that. It's like Cardi still don't believe all that shit. And I just hate the fact that, when Cardi was in that interview and she mentioned something about that she was getting booked for hostings. Yeah, baby, you was getting booked for hostings. You was not getting booked for people wasn't booking you in terms of having you to come to perform. You switched it up because you wanted to be this female rapper on the road. See, I'm telling you, if you sit back and wait, they'll say the right things. They wasn't booking her like, to be this performer. She was maybe flipping it into that. But the thing I hate about Cardi B's come up is that she makes this appear as though that it was so organic. Like, even the way that she talk about, oh, I'll just get 3 million views, 3 million. The way that she even talk about 3 million views, that's a lot of views, sweetheart. You get paid views. You get, in my opinion, you get pushed and promoted. Come on, Cardi, stop playing. You talking about, oh, I'm just thinking it's gonna get 3 million views. I'm just thinking, what? You did not grow up wanting this. You probably grew up wanting to be famous, but you did not grow up wanting to be this spitting female rapper. You did not grow up wanting that. And then it's just like, what I don't like about Cardi is the gaslighting and the way that she speaks. It's like you can tell that she listens to YouTube heavily. It's to the point where she starts saying shit that we be saying. It's like, it's so weird. It's like one thing that I said, right? When we always talk about how people, with Nikki, where people try to tell her to do something, and it's just like, they'll tell her to stop doing something and she'll do it more. And it's like now Cardi is saying that in her interviews too. The girl's like a copycat. You ever see somebody where they just, and I'm not saying that you can develop yourself. I don't care. You know what? Let me just say this, because I didn't grow up getting everything that I wanted or whatever the case may be, but I did grow up getting things that I did want at times, but I didn't get everything I wanted. But it's like, I don't know. Some people just, no matter how much money they got, they still got that desperate, it's just desperado. Like, I don't know. With Cardi, it's just, I don't know. Let's see. Oh, that's why I made that though. That said, sounds like she didn't know she was pregnant. Weird. I want to give her enough credit to maybe assume she meant otherwise. I really did, because at the point that she said she found out, and I mean, 14 weeks, 4 times 4 is 16. I mean, that's almost 4 months. So what else? Cardi interested in helping? Is Cardi interested in helping? Oh yeah, when Jason Lee tried to gas her up, like, "Oh, you're helping these female rappers and you're doing this and that." What did Cardi say? Oh my God, I wanted to say this. Cardi gaslit. Cardi. I want to make this very, very clear. I don't know if because you did this record with Glorilla and they gassed you to make you think that you had one of the best verses of the year. I don't know if it's because they gassing you, sweetheart. But Cardi mentioned in this interview with Jason Lee, she said something like she was the reason why female rappers started to do features. Are you stupid? We don't even got to mention the female rapper name. Are you stupid? Stop playing. Oh, now female rappers is doing features. Sweetie, stop it. It don't even make sense what you saying. You didn't start anything. If anything, you made it cheaper. You introduced Fashion Nova and mixed it with Givenchy. Come on. You cheapened the game. Like, call it what you want. That's just my opinion. Let's see. Exactly. She didn't start it up, Jason. What else did I write in my notes? Cardi is interesting. And then Jason tried to make that little slick remark in regards to Armand. He was like, "Oh, what did he say?" He was like, yeah, I try to do something for people, and then they try to hate on me and shit like that." I was like, "Oh, he just tried to he tried to insert his self in that shit in so many ways." And Jason wanted he wanted people to know that they had this close relationship and they talked and they were in Paris together. It's like he just had to let it be known that he had to let it be known. Like, Jason is one of those people. Let me tell you something. I'm one of those friends that, like, say we all three encounter each other at the same time, and I'll let you pick what it is that what you're gonna the way that you're gonna handle it, right? I don't tell adults who to be, and I don't run behind people on some shit like that, right? Say all three of us meet, and you know how one person can have that possessive energy to where they want to keep a person to themselves, and if you fall for that and you allow a person to do that to you, then I'm breaking away from both of y'all motherfuckers, and my energy is going to speak louder than any. And it's not that I'm trying to be funny, but I don't do shit like that. When people move funny and and do shit like that, when they have that possessive shit, that possessive energy, I get myself away from them. No, I can only be around somebody like that if I like it from them. But in just a general friendship type of way, or like, no. I don't like. Do you know what I'm talking about? Like, have you ever been around somebody, like, say you're friends with two people, and then the one friend always wants the other friend to themselves? Like, they like you, but they don't really care for you. You could tell that if you was around, like, they would prefer to be with this person, or. And I know that some people are closer to other people, but I don't stick around for shit like that. No, we too old to be playing those games like that. To be being friends with people who really don't like us, or just being around people just because you don't got nothing better to do, just because you don't like to sit in your room alone and be with your own fucking thoughts, because you just try to just do any and everything all day to keep yourself busy instead of sitting still. Just sit still sometimes. It's okay to be alone. It's okay to go home right after school, right after work. It's okay to get your food and just go right home. Yo, you know what? Sometimes, I remember one of my friends, this was so funny. She would be so mad sometimes. Like, I remember she worked, we had two jobs. That's when, back when we both worked at child support, and then she worked at the extended stay hotel after, right? So my friend, but she was so responsible. You talk about a person who writes out all of their bills. She wrote out all of her bills in notebooks and everything, right? But she had a lot of bills back then because she had a brand new car and shit like that. So I remember it would be the pay week where it wasn't the week where she got paid. Everything, all her bills was paid. So I would talk to her on that Friday night, right? And she was like, "Yeah, yeah." I was like, "So what you doing this weekend?" She was like, "I ain't got no money for this weekend. I got to make it to next week." She was like, "I'm just letting you know right now, I'm going to the grocery store after work. My phone is going to be off all weekend." And her phone would be off all weekend. She would probably hit us up on Sunday night, like, "Oh, what y'all doing?" Like, "Yep." And I'll be like, "What you do?" She was like, "Nothing." She was like, "I sunk into a deep depression this weekend." But she really ain't do shit but just watch Living Single and fucking Martin all weekend. She would just watch that shit back to back because we all got those DVDs. But she would just watch Living Single, Martin. Like, yo, she would get on her shit just watching Just Another Girl on the IRT. She would watch that shit. Like, I've been watching it every. I don't know why we watch old movies thinking that we're gonna see something new, but I think it's just the vibe of it. But yup, it would be so funny. I'll be like, "So what you doing this weekend?" She's like, "I don't get paid this weekend, so I'm gonna slip into a deep depression this weekend." Because when you get paid, like, yo, that was my friend where every time she got paid, this is when Haagen-Dazs first came to our mall. Yo, them Haagen-Dazs milkshakes was $10 every time we got paid. She was like, "I'm going to get my Haagen-Dazs milkshake," and she would always get a cookie dough. I've never spent $10 on a milkshake. I thought that was crazy back then. Are you crazy? Now ask me now. Am I spending almost $10 on drinks now? I would never back then, but I felt like that was appropriate back then. I wasn't paying $10 for no motherfucking drink. No, I don't care if it was a dessert. No, uh-uh. But yo, hell yeah, yo, I remember back being so irresponsible, taking life for granted, working every 2 weeks, working at my little job and getting like my little $500, going shopping over the weekend, getting sneakers, and then having my hand out to my mom by that Monday and just being blessed enough to be able to get it. And see, I'm telling you, in my mind, that made me feel like I was spoiled because I'm like, what? I said, I'm like, I got it good. I could go work at this job after work, make all my money. And you know what, my mom, in her way, because she was making her own money, but like, we have responsibility. I remember when I turned like 16 or 17, when I started making money, like, and I would start like seeing it in taxes, maybe like a little 10, $12,000. I would be like, I want to claim myself now. So she'd be like, all right, you want to claim yourself? She was like, you got to give me. And then compared to some people, like that was nothing. My mother would be like, you just got to give me 20, because we got paid every week from that job, or every 2 weeks. She was like, you got to give me $25 a week. And she was like, you had to have some sort of responsibility. But let me tell you something. I was blessed back then because a lot of my friends, I didn't understand it. It was so foreign to me. Some children who I knew who worked, their parents was all over their money. My mother never controlled me like that. She might ask you for some money like back then, but she never controlled me. Like she was never. My friend used to literally be controlled. Like her mother would get her check and she'd be like, yo, do not go out spending money. Like, my mother never even talked to me about my money. Like that is just no. That's why, like, I can, when I speak to certain adults, even right now, you think that is weird, but I could speak to certain adults in their 30s and I can tell that they're still under restraints from when they were children. Like, I vowed that when I got older that my life was going to be different and I would do things different. You know, one thing, and I know I talked about this before, even when it comes to making spaghetti, I hated when my mom put that little bit of water in there. I don't know what it is, but as a little boy, it drove me crazy. I said, I'm not putting water in my spaghetti sauce when I get older. And I don't do that shit. No, I don't do it. I never did it. And I'm never gonna do it because I couldn't wait to be older so I could what? No, I feel like, and I think people don't really like in a positive way though, but it's like certain things that, like, my mom would do. I don't do that shit. Like, I don't play with certain things. Like me, if I'm making some barbecue chicken, my mom, and I know that there's no difference or whatever, to the point where you can't it's not edible. But my mom, she sometimes she would go to the store and she might get the store brand barbecue sauce, and I would be like, oh my god, and I would make little comments. She'd be like, you think he's so fucking rich? But it was just like, I was just an 80s baby. Like, it was just different times. Like, my mom was 50s. Like, I'm 80s. We do a whole different time, different era. Like, yeah, I am very funny about shit. Yo, I remember I was at the damn HEB the other day, and me and this black guy was sitting there talking about boar's head fucking lunch meat for like 5 minutes because it was a busy line, but we was just both talking about it because I was just like, yo, that is the only meat that I eat. I said, I've never really ate turkey meat back in the day. That compressed turkey, I never ate that shit. That shit looked nasty, and people used to love them turkey sandwiches. And they used to make them hot with open faced gravy, nasty motherfuckers. Y'all niggas was nasty eating that nasty ass fucking compact turkey back in the day. I ain't never eat that shit. I started eating turkey when Sara Lee came out, and that shit was even nasty sometimes. But I dealt with it, especially got a little cheese on it. A little cheese, I'm telling you, that cheese take it to another level. And I don't want no mayonnaise on my motherfucking sandwich. You better put honey mustard on it, and not that bullshit ass honey mustard. I don't, you know what? See, I'm very funny. I don't give a fuck. When I go to a place, I don't really. And the only honey mustard that I accept that they put it in a little cup with a lid is Papados, because that honey mustard is so fucking good on them chicken tenders or that shrimp. I don't like going places when they put in their shit in little compact shit, because that means that who poured this shit up? See, I know what Papados, they got some type of quality control there. They ain't no bullshit. I don't want your little poured up fucking no. I like my shit to be sealed already, but yeah, me personally, boar's head turkey. Yeah, I love it. Boar's head, yes, everything boar's head. So I had that the other day. See, sometimes I get in my little New York mood, and I don't know why I relate this to New York, but sometimes, and it happens once every few months, but I have to have this meal, and it's just a boar's head turkey. I always get their smoked Gouda cheese. I like that. And I get Doritos. And to me, that is just like, it's a meal that brings me back to like to a young day. I love that turkey and cheese and Doritos, and I don't have to have no mayonnaise on it, no nothing, just turkey and cheese on preferably potato bread, preferably. Jason is too controlling. Did I read all of my notes that I wrote? That I wrote. Um, then she talked about the shade room posting her too much. She said that wait, yeah, I said, then she talked about the shade room posting her too much, but she just said that the internet got her famous. The gaslighting with the payola. Okay. Yes. So Cardi B, you see how she tried to gaslight when she was talking about the shade room and all of that, right? See, Cardi, don't try to mix this shit around. When we talk about you and payola, we talking about you on the radio, getting radio spins and all of that, and them forcing you and doing that third party playlist. And then it's not just the Spotify playlist, it's the third party playlist that they found out about. Yeah. So talk about that. So when we say payola, please don't try to mix it up into the shade room and stuff. The shade room posts a lot of people over and over, and they did get better more recently in regards to not posting certain things and posting people excessively. Because sometimes when Nikki even posts pictures, I'd be mad at them that they didn't post certain things that she would post. But I guess they not trying to like do every single thing. You know, every business takes a different approach. But you know, back then they would post a lot of things over and over. So I felt like in that moment for Cardi B to try to say payola in regards to the shade room, no, sweetheart, we're talking about payola for the radio. Don't try to mix this shit up. See, Cardi, you gotta stay, you gotta don't try to mix this shit up. Don't try to mix this shit up. So she said, then Cardi talked about the shade room posting her too much, but she just said that she was internet famous. The gaslighting with payola towards the shade room. We talking about payola and the radio stations and third party playlists and flip the payola shit again. She just tried to flip shit. She wanted to get niggas screwed up like, oh, why was they saying payola? Oh, they were saying payola in regards to the shade room. No, bitch. We talking about payola on them radio stations. Payola on that third party streaming and make it look like them streams and stuff that contributes to them plaques. And this is the 100 million. And then, you know, this is why like they saying 100 million records sold, and then people going to festivals and can't sell out tickets. I mean, Jason, don't blow smoke up. Blowing smoke up a person's ass is not going to do. It's not going to do what you want to do for them in the long run. Like, one thing I'm going to tell you this, right? Cardi B seemed really clean. She seemed really happy about her children. And to me, that's a good feeling, especially when you can tell somebody's living good. They have the money to live well, her kids as well, whatever the case may be. To me, that was the positive point of the interview that I took away. I said, she seemed really like calm and happy. She seemed like she loves her kids and things like that. But don't try to fucking yeah. So I said, Jason said he got her booked. He got her booked after I Like It. I said he seems really invested in the Cardi B brand, explains his hate. Yeah, it does. I said she talking about she wanted Offset to tell the story, but then she up there telling the stories. Yeah, Cardi, I was really checked out of this interview. Like, honestly, it just really wasn't no meat and potatoes of this interview. Honestly, I didn't feel like it was. I felt like Cardi, she wanted to respond to a certain female rapper because it was like she was saying things. It was like Jason was just like, why do people think that we have this? No. That he said. And then Cardi said, and I want to make this clear. Remember when Megan was out and doing songs and stuff like that, and people was talking about TikTok songs? Now, I personally don't remember Cardi even being out during. I felt like if Cardi will try to mix some shit up so bad. Do y'all remember when Megan was out doing TikTok songs and then certain Doja Cat was riding the TikTok wave, right? Cardi wasn't even out with WAP and Up then. And I remember being in that conversation, being one of the people who was saying that I guarantee that Cardi B rides that wave. So then for her to be in the Jason Lee interview talking about, people talking about, now you doing TikTok record, sweetheart. You wasn't even in that conversation. You started to do that shit after that. It's like she wanted to say Nicki name, and she just wanted to, because who was responsible for the TikTok record? And then you talking about then I switched it, and I was like, she said that hot shit was like the switch up. That shit was whack though. That shit was whack. It's like Cardi just like, yo, if you having all of these realizations and she talking about, I was so young then and yo, in 2019, this and that and that and that and that and that. And think about, after you had your child, your first child, what you did to Nicki Minaj. I still don't hear no apology. And I feel like if you want to get in these interviews and, look like a cute kitten, start spitting some real shit in these interviews because I felt like watching this interview, I didn't learn anything new about you at all. I just felt like Jason was blowing smoke up your ass. And yeah, that was just the grand finale of it all. They're just mad because they can't get her attention. hmm It's honestly sad how much they hate Nicki and Cardi wants to use that to get ahead still. Mm. Cardi used to payola for a lot of shit. How's this bitch still locked up because he's not black? If he was black, he's. Yes, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. 112 people here. Yes, please make sure that you also check out my website, cookieconfidant.com. Check that out. Make sure you check out the sale that we have right now. Save 15% off site wide. Free shipping on all orders. So I appreciate the people who have supported me. We shipped out a few orders today. So if you check your email, if you placed the order, we shipped out a lot of orders today. So check your emails, and I appreciate all of your support and your reviews and all of that too on my site. Yeah. How much is it? Hold on. Where did I put my phone? If you want it, you can have it. Come and I'll be waiting for you. Yeah. So and I'll be waiting for you. I played they got a linger back. Foxy Trini chick where Inga at? What? It's like me, they are in Japan. What? Ninja Nikki where Ninja man. I don't need 100 bitches with me some gun. Dripping YSL, one thug and one gun. These bitches gonna lay down a little bit, man. Trinidad, Port of Spain, the Spain town. Me say, when me reach the fun done, them can't get no more blood clot attention. To take a gal, man, some gal fi get bun. Pretty face Chinese bangs with one button. She killed that shit. I don't need 100 niggas, little bitch. Me soon come. You know what? I know Payne's Cardi B. She's mad that she's not in the good graces. See, the thing is, she might try to seem like she want to ride off the fact that let me just tell you this and just break it down to you in this case. In my opinion, Cardi B is happy when there's all of that negativity around Nicki based on who Nicki chooses to be with and stuff like that. She feels like that gives her social points, and it's just like she feels like people don't like Nicki anyway, but they still do. And I feel like she think that she gains off of that. And it's like, I know at the same time, it pains her because it pains her because this woman who she's watched grown up and inspired her, it's like you're not cool with her, and you know that you played a role in a negative aspect in that, and it's like everybody want to skip over that and make it seem like you got so much love and you want to help so many people and all of this, all of that. What about the pet cemetery of the people who you've hurt and with your spastic ways and what you was dealing with psychologically at that moment? What about those relationships? Because it's like, you have to take ownership when you going on this damn when you're doing these sit downs. I didn't see that interview trending at all like Jason he said it was. Yeah. Thank you, Erica. Yes, check out cookieconfidant.com. Save 15% off at checkout. I really appreciate that. So listen, this is your boy LeBron, female rapper league. Yeah. Make sure you check that out. I appreciate the people who support in my business. Cookieconfidant.com. We ship everywhere in the United States, so check that out. cookieconfidant.com. If you have any questions or concerns, the email is on there as well. So let me know what you think in the comments about anything that we talked about. Make sure that you also check out my video I did earlier. I did a video where we talked about what was it we spoke about in that video? Oh, the video about the woman, her ex-husband crashed into her. It was her home, because trust me, if that was his home, he wouldn't have crashed into her home. So check that out. It was that video about the ex-husband who crashed into the wife's home in LA, and also the man who took out his whole family, and then he took himself out as well. Yo, let me ask you this question. When you hear stories about people who do these fatal attacks amongst others, and you hear that they took themselves out, right? Can I ask you, if they took themselves out, are you mad at that? Because I feel like they don't deserve to live. Do we want this person to be here so that they can suffer with the thoughts of what they did? Or would you prefer them to be gone and you just don't want them to take themselves out? Like, let me know how you feel, because I'm, with growing and with age and everything, right? My mind frame, like, I remember being younger when people would talk about the death penalty and stuff like that. Now, when you're younger, you will feel so sad for the people who will be on death row, because it's just the fact that somebody is dying. But I'm telling you, as we get older and we start hearing, so many of these heinous crimes that happen to women and kids and like just people, right? You can't help but to understand that certain people don't need to be here. And I do feel like if you took your whole family out, you should have took yourself out too, because how could you live with yourself doing something like that? You're a crazy bastard, and you shouldn't be here. You shouldn't be here. So it's like, we'll sit there and get mad and be like, oh, he was a coward for killing the family, number one. But he have nothing to live for after that. Nothing. What was he supposed to do? Live here and be here and face ridicule and be in prison with all of those thoughts going through his mind? Can't do that. And that was just messed up. That was horrible. So check that video out. Also, I talked about Lola Brooke commentary in that video. So check that out. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I don't need 100 niggas will bitch me soon come. Dripped in YSL, one thug and one gun. These women gonna lay down the Trinidad, point to Spain, the Spain town. Me say, when we reach the fun gun, them can't get no more blood clot attention. Take a gal, man, some gal fi get bun. Pretty face Chinese, one bun. All right, this your boy LeBron, female rapper Lee, and I'm about to get up out of here. I hope all of y'all have a safe evening. Be safe. Check my website out for sure. I'm out. Peace.
I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I will wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I will wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. I will wrap circles round you. I'm gon' wrap circles round you. LeBron on the beat, all net, and the Swisher Sweets. Dutch Masters at 2, just to be complete. They want the grill, okay, nigga, get the beef when your face blast. Oh, really don't get your teeth out when they cap city, rap city, ho. You can spit fast, people know that you slow. Saying you right when we know that you won't, when we know that you don't. Yo, keep your back still. They accident from back still. Feed them rats pills, set them in the trap still. You ain't simply many question why you act ill. With nothing in store, tell me how you snag deals. But I know cause your prices is lower. They offer me more for the nicest to show up. I tower your shit like the Eiffel that go up. And nigga, you know what? Yo, hold up. People be wildin' and blindin' my talent. You act like you don't hear this fire. You a nobody but a well-known liar. You talk too much, keep the jail phones tighter. I know your family some well-known fighters. COVID with no lid, they spread that virus. In the pandemic, you ain't had a plan in it. Damn, now you done scamming it. This beat, I'ma cross-examine it and relay that. All my niggas ran with it on streets. I'ma take my stance on it and make sure that everybody stands on it. You alternate and what they really want in this. I'm who they choose and you who they often get. It's up to me. I would just dispute the shit. We shoot the shit and figure out what coup to get. Yo, I got it from beginning to the end with the flow, yelling head tight. Kill it with it, no. Put your plant in the window, let it grow. Dealt with a little bit of pain on the low. Yo, some shit will break you. I would rather break through. My verses take 1, my ad-libs take 2. Working on the EP, album, and a tape 2. Drop shit you can relate to. Raps and surplus while you make do. Raps amazing, I would hate too. Raps a circus trying to cage you. These raps is running in and out the same crew. Yo, LeBron is a dawn, my hand on the Quran. And them off-whites can't stand it, I'm on my exit. Reps it, even in Texas. I don't need no motherfucking necklace. Like LeBron on the track, yours more than. Yeah.
Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. to those feeling hopeless. It's a struggle, that's the reason why I wrote this. But take your iPhone out and note this, and type out, turn pain into focus, and keep it moving, stay focused on your routine. Your past failed, let's get you on the new things. That past stuff don't define you. I had to drop this track to remind you. Yo, I did my best after dealing with stress. Keep fighting under pressure, it's all a test. They thought that I was done, yeah, I hear they upset. Assumed that I was finished and they probably had bets, but I just kept on working on my bars, yo. I went from mixtape straight into song mode. Now my CD's got a barcode. All my tracks on iTunes you can download. But yo, this for y'all who persevered, who did it all alone with no person there. Don't even be mad, don't curse or swear, cause the good thing about it is you're prepared. I learned a lesson through the depression. I had to cross people out, yeah, I made corrections. Y'all could count me out, cause I count on me. I'm in a brand new place where I'm proud to be. Let's go.
Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go, I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back. Just focus on where I'm at. They tried to count me out. Only God knows when I'm done. I'm shining just like the sun. I'm feeling I'm having fun. You feel me?
It's a real cold world that we living in, but stay strong, don't let them see you giving in, cause people laugh at the hell that you living in, and make jokes when your options is limited. It be the ones telling you what's up, only come around when they use you up, and that's the reason you ain't really got nothing. That's not your real friends and I'm not frontin'. The difference between me and the competition, they rely on crews and I'm self-sufficient. Yeah, I cut people off when I had suspicions. I just felt bad vibes in my intuitions, but I'm up, I don't care if you down. I swam through deep water when you prayed I drowned. Took flights out of town, never stayed around, and thank God when the plane lands safe on ground. But this for my people living with restrictions, going hard trying to kick addictions. You could do it here, my conviction. This is true story, we don't deal with fiction. Let the song lift you up, take this as a keepsake. You deserve it all, don't deal with cheapskates. LeBron on the track, yo, it's more than just he say. My first week I need it like it's Jordan release date.
Here we go, I'm glad I'm doing it all. I'm glad I'm putting it down. I got this thing off the ground. It wasn't easy, yo, when they expect you to lose. And it's your choice if you choose. Keep my movement on the move. Let's go. Here we go, I take the good with the bad. I swear there's no looking back.